Okay. So most of the people are from, many of are from quality, around 25%. Remaining are not from quality. And but it's not necessary that you have to be in quality. Operations, you have marketing, engineering, finance, operations. People from various domains are there: healthcare, manufacturing, banking. Wow, what a wide variety of participants we have. So once again, thanks for joining the session, and I will take you through the agenda. I'll be covering. First, I'll introduce you to the organization. I'll give my introduction. Then I'll talk about Lean Six Sigma benefits and introduction to Lean Six Sigma. Then I'll talk about DMAC, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. So when you say that you are implementing Lean and Six Sigma in your organization, you follow DMAC. So we learn lots of tools. Now don't be overwhelmed. Today you'll be learning lots of tools. As a yellow belt, you don't have to remember anything. Yeah. Even as a green belt or black belt, you don't have to remember anything. That's the best part about being a Six Sigma green belt or a black belt or even a yellow belt. Because all the information is available. When you join our sessions, you get the learning management system access, that access is there for life. And the tools and techniques, videos of our training, material, everything is given for you, given to you for life. And you don't have to, as I said, don't have to remember anything. We also help you in doing the projects. So I'll be talking about DMAC. Then I'll be also telling you about some of the applications from different industries. If you are willing to stay for half an hour more, then I will also share something about lean applications, maybe in healthcare. One topic, either manufacturing, healthcare, banking, depends on what industries people are coming from. About their organizations, we have been around for quite some time. Let me first formally welcome you. So we have got all the videos with us, and you will never miss us even after this training.
Hi, welcome to Anexas. Anexas has been consulting and training the professionals in the organizations around the world since 2006, and we have trained more than 150,000 people and consulted for more than 500 organizations, which includes Fortune 100 organizations too. I'm Amitabh Saxena, and I have designed this program based on my 30 years of experience while working in various industries across many domains. The whole Anexas team once again joins me in welcoming you.
Okay. Okay, so thanks a lot. I'm actually a resident of Australia, and but I keep moving around, as I was telling. So India, see, I'm a resident, means permanent resident of Australia, but I'm a passport holder of in India, and my family stays in Bangalore. We have operations across the world, and including Copenhagen and Melbourne, Dubai, Riyadh, Qatar, and we have done training programs all around the world. We have been doing this since 2006, so around 16 years completed, 17th year in the running. Many people have got certified from us in Lean Six Sigma, Green Belt, Black Belt, Master Black Belt. We are one of the few companies which conducts the Master Black Belt training and certification also. Along with that, project management training, Power BI, CPHQ, our passing percentage is almost 100%. Okay, people following from Kenya. Oh, very good. I've been to Nigeria. 2 months ago, I was in Nigeria. And special welcome to you. You're not written the name, so I can't, but it says in Phoenix. So anyway. Okay, about myself, I'm a chemical engineer, MBA finance. So I used to work very hard in 1990. So if I tell you my story, when I graduated in 1990 till 2000, 10 years I worked in operations and manufacturing and hardcore production. And then I became a black belt after that. Of course, actually the story goes like this. one fine day, the organization declared that the top 10 high performers in the organization will be undergoing a training called Lean Six Sigma, Green Belt or Black Belt. So I thought I'm one of those high top performers, but unfortunately the company did not think so, and I was not nominated for the training. But the good thing, what I saw was that when these people who attended the training, they came back to the operations, they were able to make a huge difference, positive difference to the company. And I thought that I should also join the next batch, but that next batch never happened. So what I did, I searched for the training programs around the world and got hold of one program in somewhere in Paris, traveled there, invested a lot of money and got the certificate. As I said before you, I'm a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt, data scientist, PMP, CPHQ, 33 years of experience, lots of consulting experience, lots of training experience. I love training. I conduct training programs in every month, maybe 3 to 4 cities. I conduct training programs, and I love conducting online trainings also. I've written a book as well, spoken in various conferences, and also appeared on TV shows. All these things, why I'm telling you, because you too can achieve all these things and much more, because the opportunities of process improvement are much, much more than what they used to be earlier. Every organization wants to improve. So along with your profession, whatever you are, if you are a physician, continue to be a physician. I'm conducting here one of the hospitals. The reason I'm in Riyadh is I'm conducting training program in one of the hospitals here. We have King Fahd Medical City, King Khalid Eye Specialist Hospital, International Medical Center, KSUMC, as hospitals, Ministry of Health, then Aramco, ADNOC, SABIC, they are all our clients. Then we have got Indian Railways, US Railways, Australian Railways, they are all our clients. Then we have got Novartis, the largest pharmaceutical company in the world, in Switzerland, they are our clients. National Healthcare Service in UK, they are our client. Bharat Petroleum, so many, Steel Authority of India, many companies, almost from all domains. Ferrari World, and then Warner Brothers, DP World, all. That's the advantage of being a Master Black Belt. You too can become a Master Black Belt, and I'll tell you how. But before that, you should learn something related to Yellow Belt. And today I'm going to make you a Yellow Belt. Definitely you can get a certificate. This training is totally free for you, but for certificate, a little bit, which is equal to what you will pay for a coffee or maybe a lunch. A very, very little minimum administration fee, because we also have to run an organization. We have a team supporting us today, 25-member team. So if you appreciate that, for certification, it's a very, very minimal fee will be charged to you towards the end. But if you don't want the certificate, that's also fine. The training is totally free for you. If you are joining our Green Belt or Black Belt session, then of course, Yellow Belt certificate is also free for you. So just wanted to answer some of the questions people are asking. Okay. So we have global clients around the world, multiple cities, just to tell you that, I also take pride in telling that I was the first person to conduct a Lean Six Sigma training in whole of Middle East. And it was covered in the newspaper as well. Multiple countries, multiple awards, multiple TV shows. Those who are from India can recognize the.
Hi, I'm Shekhar Suman, and I wish to congratulate all the Six Sigma certified black belt from Anexas. All the best. Thank you.
I hope you are able to hear the video. Just let me know.
On 21st of May 2000.
ASQ also have multiple times have spoken, American Society of Quality.
It's an honor to have Railways as our clients. Anexas को बड़ी खुशी है कि हमारे पास Railways
So see, I just wanted to tell you that as a Lean Six Sigma, green belt or black belt, there are multiple avenues. They open up, a lot of doors open. You can join any industry of your choice. You can continue to be in the same industry, in the same organization, you can contribute better. And overall, you will be not at loss if you add on the skill of process improvement. It also contains the syllabus of machine learning, a little bit, very easy way, without any programming. We teach you algorithms like regression and multiple regression also. So you are a very valuable person for the organization. Okay. So this is again
We
one of
have
the deputy
Dr.
ministers
Tarif Alama.
from one of the Middle East countries talking about us. Lot of ministers from India, from UK, from Australia, they have attended our training from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Transportation. Okay, now let me ask you one question. What are the common things you see here? What are the common things you see here? Manufacturing company improves production by 30%. A hospital reduces discharge time of patients. Tell me, what are the common things you observe here? Okay, so a lot of people are telling about improvement here. Noshin, thank you. Ongzo, Sahil Arya, everyone is talking about Nobel, Ahmed, Aniruddha, Rohan, Harish, Bramwell, and Pragya, Abdullah, Jerome, Aniruddha. Okay, Chandani, thanks for responding. Sharmila, Rajkumar, Abdul Rahman, Geraldine, everyone is right. Amita, thanks a lot. It's all talking about improvements. And one more common thread which you see here is they're all Lean and Six Sigma improvement projects. They're all Lean and Six Sigma improvement projects. So what do you mean by Lean and Six Sigma? Lean Six Sigma, if you ask me, it's just one sentence. Just one sentence. Tell me what is Lean Six Sigma. I will say that Lean and Six Sigma is project approach towards process improvement. Now, what do you mean by this? What is the basic definition of a project? The basic definition of a project is it has got a starting point, it has got an end point. A project is one-time endeavor. It exists only for one time, right? One-time endeavor. Projects exist only for one time. It is dead after some time. So when I want to improve any process in my organization, what I will do, I will convert this improvement opportunity into a project. So for example, if I want to reduce waiting time of my customers in the organization, waiting time of patients in the hospital, what I can do, I can take up an improvement project. Today, the waiting time is 30 minutes, and I would like to reduce this waiting time of 30 minutes from 30 minutes to 15 minutes. Now, this is one way of reducing the waiting time. Means I'm bringing in process improvement through a project approach. And when you are doing a project, you follow a methodology called DMAIC, Define, Measure, Analyze, Improve, and Control, DMAC. So we learned DMAC. I'll tell you lots of tools and techniques today. These tools and techniques have been applied in many organizations worldwide, more than 200 organizations. And it's not that I'm applying, there's a lot of people around the world. So 200 clients are ours, and more than 200,000 companies around the world have applied. What does Lean Six Sigma do it for you? It reduces the cost, defects, waste, rework, cycle time, and it improves your quality, production efficiency, productivity, customer satisfaction, capacity, profitability, and resilience. So which CEO would not love a person who would reduce all these things? Cost, defects, waste, rework, and who will improve quality, production efficiency. Everyone would love a person who can achieve all these things. So Lean Six Sigma is a person who can improve, who can bring profits to the organization. Every project results in profit. Okay. Now let me talk about what is basic Lean Six Sigma, Lean and Six Sigma. What do you mean? What are the basics? Now, if you ask me, so Karan Raut is saying, sir, बहुत सही जा रहे हो, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका, Karan Raut ji, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. Okay, those who couldn't understand what exactly I'm telling, I was just thanking Karan. He was telling that, it's just beginning is fine. So thanks. So, well, when you are talking about improvement, you have to take up an improvement project. And when you want to take up an improvement project, it has to be done with the help of a team. You have to choose the team members. And you execute this project with the help of the team members by following DMAIC, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, DMAC. Okay. Now, let us look at what is Lean and let us look at what is Six Sigma. Okay. I'm going to draw a systems map which represents a typical organization in any industry. So think of your organization and you will find it represented here. Your organization has got Department A, Department B, Department C, Department D, or step A, step B, step C, step D. Inputs are converted through the series of steps to outputs, which are of value to the customers. Yeah, which are of value to the customers. Inputs are received from the suppliers. So think of your own organization, and this model will fit into your organization also. Inputs are received from the suppliers. This is process. The outputs are either product or service. There is no third type of output. Either it is a product or a service. Suppose we are manufacturing chocolates, then you are producing product. Your output is a product. If you are manufacturing car, then your output is car. If you are in hospital, you're treating a patient, you are providing a service. If you are in bank, your output is a service. Now the customers, they will provide feedback to the organization. Feedback about what? Feedback about your outputs. To the strategy team, strategy or planning team. Yeah. And the planning team or the strategy team will inform the suppliers based on the feedback received from the customers about your output. The planning team will ask the suppliers to provide the inputs. And if required, the strategy team will also tell the departments A, B, and C to change the standard operating procedures or operating parameters so that the customer could be satisfied. And this is how every organization in the world operates. What I have drawn is known as systems map, and more popular name is, can you guess what it is known as? More popular name is value stream map, also known as VSM. VSM, value stream map. This is how value is created in your organization. Now, the customer is not interested in outputs. Customer is not interested in your product. Customer is not interested in your service. Then you'll wonder what customer is interested in. The customer is interested in the value he or she gets from your output. The customer is interested in the value he or she is going to derive from the output. So suppose you are producing car. You are producing car. Customer is not interested in the car. Customer is interested in the value. Means value could be transportation, the speed, or sometimes if you are owning a Ferrari, then in that case, sense of pride. That is the value the customer is deriving from the car. The customer is interested in the value. And as an organization, as a system, you are producing this value for the customer through your output, through your product, through your service. Okay. So that means the value is created throughout the system in a stream. Value is created as a stream. Slowly and slowly, value increases, and finally, customer gets the value he or she is looking for. And then he will give his feedback. Then this feedback is also valuable. And then strategy, planning is also valuable. Then suppliers provide the inputs, less value, more value. As the inputs are being processed, the value increases, and finally it reaches its peak and it's delivered to the customers. This is also known as value stream mapping, VSM. Now, if there is a proper flow in the system, if there is a good flow in the system, then what happens? Your organization is healthy. Your system is healthy. But if there is breakage, bottlenecks, like department A is fast, but department B is slow, what happens? There would be work in process inventory. Department A is fast, department B is slow. Then means we have work in process inventory. There is a waiting time. Customers will be waiting. There's a blockage. There's a bottleneck. Bottleneck means neck of the bottle is restricted, isn't it? The water can't flow in a bottle through a bottleneck. It just gets restricted. Similarly, you have to identify the bottlenecks in your system. Then a lot of things you do in your organization which are not adding any value. Think from the customer's perspective, what is the value for the customer? Think from customer's perspective, not from your perspective. Not from your perspective. Is the customer willing to pay for that step? If yes, it is value added. If not, it's not value added. Let's say, for example, you are my customer right now. Now, what is the value of this training program? What exactly you're trying to get? You are trying to get, it's not the certificate. Actually, it is an ability to improve your career, to gain some skill, gain some knowledge so that you can perform better. That is the value. That is the real value you're looking at. If you thought that you are here for a certificate, you can get very easily. Don't worry about it. By the way, if you attend our green belt or black belt certification training programs, 100% passing guarantee. 100% passing guarantee. And the fees includes the green belt and black belt and master black belt fees includes the exam as well and the certification as well. Some people are asking, so I'm also telling you. But yeah, I'll talk about that a little later. Please, if you can see, let us learn first. Let us learn. Yeah. If you see value in it, then of course we'll talk about, I'll tell you the dates also. Most welcome. Please join my training sessions. By the way, I also conduct free training programs for project management. You can attend them, CPHQ and Power BI, artificial intelligence, data science, etc. So most welcome. Please join these training programs. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. and you will get to know about all these dates. Please also, you can also follow me on Instagram and even Anexas, the company. More importantly, all these training programs are all available. Recordings are of all the training programs, tools and techniques are all available on my channel, Anexas, ANEXAS. Just subscribe to the channel and you'll not repent. I promise you. Every day you'll get some good knowledge. So we were talking about the value stream mapping. Now let us further expand. Now my customer would be either happy or unhappy. The customer is either happy or customer is unhappy. Yep. There are two possibilities. Or he can be neutral, or sometimes he is neutral. Okay. Are you happy? Are you unhappy? Some people are, oh, I'm happy, so nice of you, very good, very good, very good. Some people are saying, I hate you. So there are three possibilities. When the customer doesn't see value in the output, he is unhappy. Now, how would I measure the value? So to measure the value, I have to collect the voice of customer. I say, well, Mr. Customer, what do you want? And customer will tell me, oh, I want this, I want that. I have to convert this into measurable characteristic. You cannot improve if you cannot measure. Rule number one, you cannot improve if you cannot measure. Rule number two, everything can be measured. And rule number three, if you think something cannot be measured, go back to rule number two. Okay. What is rule number two? Everything can be measured. Let's see how you can measure everything. I will tell you. Don't worry, I will tell you. So, voice of customer is now converted into measurable characteristic. We call it as CTQ, critical to quality characteristic. CTQ. Measure. Measure. This measure is on the product or a service. And most common measure, the three common measure for each product or service in the whole world. Whatever you are producing, think of your own product. Whatever you are producing, the three common measures which are very, very important from customer's perspective are the time, cycle time, time taken to complete that activity, cycle time, time taken to deliver. Then the errors or mistakes you make. These are the measures I'm talking about. You know, quality is, of course, the deliverable is the value, but the measure, how I measure quality? By counting the errors and mistakes. If there are zero, high quality. Less mistakes, only real good quality. Too many errors, bad quality. And the third one is cost. These are the CTQs. Apart from that, depending on what you are producing, there could be many more CTQs or measures. Like, for example, if you're in a hospital, infection rate of the chocolate you are manufacturing, that could be a measure, right? I hope you are with me till now. It's not complicated, isn't it? See, I can make complicated, by the way. Lean Six Sigma actually black belt. It is all pure statistics. But when you join my session, you will not feel like that it's a complicated thing. Today, towards the end, last 45 minutes, I'll devote to DMAG, define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. But before that, I will maybe talk about a little bit of basic statistics. I'll talk about, we'll deep dive into the statistical world also. Okay. So be prepared for that. And I'll be not only teaching you the basic yellow belt tools and techniques, I will also teach you some green belt and black belt tools and techniques as well. Okay. So I hope you are ready for that. So up to here, we have seen every organization can be represented as a system map. I can create a value stream map of every organization. Not only organization, you can also create it for a department. Value stream map also can be created for an individual. As an individual also, you can create a value stream map. Okay. I hope I am audible. Okay. Now, if I am doing certain thing which the customer is not willing to pay for, or if I'm not doing it right the first time, we call it as a non-value added activity. Say, for example, now this is a training, you are my customer. What value you are asking for? You are asking for knowledge. Yeah. A skill level as a yellow belt. Now, if I tell you to deliver that value, I will be flying from my city to your city. I'll be staying in a nice hotel. I'll be traveling in some fancy flight, waiting in a lounge, spending some good money on my food. Actually, these are not any value added steps for you. You are not interested in, you are not going to pay for it. You're not willing to pay for it, isn't it? You are interested in the knowledge. Now, how I deliver that value to you at the minimum cost is what you are interested in. So if I'm taking a taxi to travel to one place to another place and this and that, you are saying, see, these are all non-value-added activities. So there are 7 or 8 types of non-value-added activities, and let me talk about. So look here on the left side. These non-value-added activities are known as waste. Muda. Muda in Japanese. M-U-D-A. Muda. It's pronounced as muda. Muda. Although written as M-U-D-A. Muda. Oh, if you're from Europe, you can say muda. Yeah. But as Japanese, I'll say muda. 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 Or something like that. Again. Overproduction, waiting, transportation, overprocessing, inventory, rework and rejections, underutilized sources. These are all non-value-added activities in VAs. Now, let me give you some examples. Very quickly, I'll give you some examples. Okay, let me jump over a little bit. I see a lot of people from hospitals. So a lot of people from manufacturing are there. A lot of people from hospitals are there. Let me first cater to the needs of hospitals. See, as I'm giving the example from hospital doesn't mean that the waste is present everywhere. It's present more in manufacturing, by the way. Okay, so let me talk about. Let me take an example of a hospital. In the next 5-10 minutes, I'll talk about a hospital. Then I'll come back to the manufacturing example. So don't worry. Every domain, this Lean Six Sigma is applicable to every domain. I told you in the beginning, if you joined in the beginning, I told you about my clients. We have got Ferrari World, we have got Warner Brothers, we have got a mining company, we have a steel company, we have got hospitals, multiple hospitals. Those who joined a little late, I'm telling, banks, lots of manufacturing companies, lots of service industries, IT companies, facilities management companies, hospitality, everywhere, logistics. I'll show you some good case studies. If you are willing to stay for half an hour more, I'll show you some very good case studies. So please extend your engagement with me by half an hour more. So waste. I swim to ISWIMTO, also known as Tim Woods. If you rearrange it, Tim Woods, it becomes Tim Woods, whichever way you want. This is the way to remember your waste. Waste of intelligence. Hire a PhD person and give him data entry job. Waste of intelligence. People are giving you suggestions, but you are not acting on them. Waste of intelligence. Scrap, rework. You are producing errors, defects, and then reworking on it. Waste. Waiting time. I'm just waiting for you to complete the job so that I can do my job. No, it is waste. Inventory. Producing more than required. Buying more than required. Or there is a bottleneck in the between. I told you about the bottlenecks, right? Department A is fast, department B is slow. Then there's a work in process inventory. Motion, turning around, moving around unnecessarily, waste. Transportation, taking one thing from one place to another place, waste. Try to make everything at the place of consumption. That is why 3D printing is there, right? 3D printing, you can 3D print now each and everything. So after some time, it will happen. Transportation will be eliminated totally. Overproduction, producing more than required. Overprocessing, doing something more than what the customer is asking for. Gold plating, like gilding the lily, as Shakespeare said. There's no point in gold plating the lily. Lily is always already beautiful. Why you are gold plating more and more, wasting your cost, wasting your money, increasing cost for the customer? Don't do that. These are all wastes. But these wastes are hidden in our processes. Very difficult. You should develop an eye to recognize the waste. When you are moving around, we call it as Gemba investigation. Gemba in Japanese means go to the field, go to the place of action. Move around and look for waste. There is waste present everywhere. 20 to 30% of the time is waste. Sometimes 80% of the time which you spend on your process, it's all waste. Yeah. Now, Atul is asking, in travel industry, no, then travel industry, the transportation is not waste. Why? Because the customer is willing to pay for, right? Customer is willing to pay for. But if you are producing a laptop in Japan and transporting from there to here and tell me to pay for that cost, I will say, no, produce in my city and reduce the cost. Yeah. Well, I did, in Chinese hospital, I had done lots of projects. Chinese hospital, Sakra Hospital, King Fahd Medical City, Ministry of Health, Australia, UK National Health Service. We did a lot of projects. I'm pulling out some of the projects. Then after that, I'll show you SABIC, Aramco, ADNOC, Steel Authority of India. Lots of projects I've got. But towards the end, many projects I'll be showing. So this is a typical process. Walking to the OPD, registering in OPD, all non-value-added activities. What is the value from the beta test I'm trying to derive? I want to know the status of my health. That is the value. Now, if you tell me to walk to the OPD, register in OPD, walk to the lab, all these things are non-value-added activities. Only two of them are. So try to reduce. In fact, in many hospitals, we eliminated the registration procedures. Walking to the lab is not required. The person will come to your home. Okay. Sometimes we'll give the equipment after some, there will be devices. We can do a testing at home and itself. These are all improvement possible when you think that going to the lab is a waste. Okay. 80% of the nurse calls are housekeeping in nature, means my pillow cover is dirty, my bed sheet is dirty. Waste of intelligence of the nurse. Nurse is not here to change your bed sheets. Nurse is there to nurse you, to give you the medicine, to take care of you. But if you divert her intelligence to something else, she will commit mistakes. Waste. Errors is also waste. Okay. So there are a lot of things now. I will not, I just pulled out this presentation related to, a hospital, but these things are applicable everywhere. There is approval. Approval is a signature after signature after signature after signature, not adding any value at all. Approval after approval after approval. Many places we have reduced the approval from 5 to 1, 17 to 2. reduce the signatures. See, 10 years ago, someone committed a mistake, and because of that, one more approval was added. So today, I have got 17 approvals with me. Why? Technology has changed. The processes, what we are following, were designed around 10 years ago, 20 years ago. They did not know what there is a WhatsApp. Today, you can send any document anywhere to any part of the world in few seconds. Why do you need fax machines? But surprisingly, your organization has a fax number. It's waste, total waste. Try to reduce the waste as much as possible so that you can create more value. And some more examples: unnecessary process motion, unnecessary waiting, unnecessary transportation. A person who's not utilized is a waste. An equipment which is not utilized is a waste. On a funny note, cost of a 5-minute MD walk, waste. Walk to elevator 1 minute, elevator wait 3 minutes, elevator travel 1 minute, walk to lab pharmacy 1 minute. Nurse cost per hour $50, cost of one trip $5, cost of 5 trips per day per nurse $25, cost of per elevator wait per day per nurse is $12, multiplied by 200 nurses, multiplied by 365 days, it runs into few millions of dollars. And you'll be surprised. This kind of waste is present in every system. I just gave an example of hospital. In a factory, lot of movement happening unnecessarily. Change the layout, do a spaghetti diagram, change the layout, and suddenly you'll find a lot of money saved. Your cost of production will reduce. Lab and pharmacy on second floor, radiation equipment on ground floor. Why? Bring them on same floor. Interruption, eliminate the exam room interruption, phone call. Suppose I start taking a phone call now. A lot of people are they're waiting. It's waste. Then you can also apply mistake proofing techniques. Mistake proofing means pokayoke. Pokayoke in Japanese means even by mistake, you cannot commit a mistake. So some of the smart machines, they cannot be set or operated beyond the normal safe or maximum levels. It is known as pokayoke, mistake proofing. Okay. Abnormal values cannot be entered into a system. Pokayoke. Oxygen cannot be connected to nitrogen. Pokayoke. Mistake proofing. Even by mistake, you cannot commit a mistake. It is also known as foolproofing. Even a foolish person cannot commit a mistake. Hospital pokayoke examples: fixed number of packages so you don't forget anything. Yeah. Complete catheter kits for insertion so that you don't forget anything or look around at the last moment. All these things are examples of process improvements. Okay, now I just wanted to give you some examples related to lean. So now let me define lean in just one sentence. So if you ask me, what is lean in one sentence? What is lean in one sentence? Lean is map the process as it is using Gemba investigation. Now you know what is Gemba investigation. Map the process as it is using Gemba investigation. Identify the non-value added steps in your organization or in your processes. Reduce them as much as possible. You cannot eliminate them. You cannot eliminate everything. Reduce them as much as possible. And then reduce the cycle times and eliminate the errors using pokayoke. That is what is lean in short for you. Simple. And take up improvement projects one by one. Cycle time is 30 minutes. I would like to reduce it to 15 minutes by January 31st, 2024. That becomes your project. And you will apply TMAC. And I'll tell you how to apply TMAC. Now comes our the Six Sigma parts. In Six Sigma, you have to learn a little bit of some basic statistics. Okay. So are you willing to learn that basic statistics? It is a little complicated. Okay. Are you willing to learn? See, no pain, no gain. Okay. You have to learn. So we have understood lean. Now let me understand a little bit of variation concepts. And after that, I will tell you how to achieve this zero defect. So wait for a while. Okay. Six Sigma is about reducing the variation, making your product uniform. Suppose you go to a car showroom and the car showroom manager tells you that I have got the car, what model you are looking for. The color also is there, and there are 10 cars of that color of that model. Now, you would like the showroom manager to tell you that any car you can pick up, isn't it? But he tells you that first car, the brake is a little better than the rest. Second car, headlight is really good as compared to the others. The third car, maybe the seat covers are of better quality. You don't like this variation. Or if you go to McDonald's in New York, Dubai, London, Melbourne, Delhi, Mumbai, Karachi, wherever, you will see the quality of service is always uniform. Their product is system dependent. The organization is not dependent on people. People may come and go out of the process, but processes remain. You go to any McDonald's shop, the uniformity will surprise you. There's not much variation. Of course, little variation will be there. Less variation gives confidence to the customers. So reducing the variation so that you are able to satisfy the customer is known as Six Sigma. Okay. So reducing the variation, reducing the waste totally together, which results in millions of dollars of savings to the organization, is Lean and Six Sigma. Use both. Why not use both? Lean and Six Sigma. And when you become a green belt, you learn tools and techniques to achieve these benefits for the organization. When you are a yellow belt, you just know the basic concepts. You cannot do a project. You know what is a project, how project is done, as you are going to know in the next 1 hour, you are going to learn that. Okay. So I will explain this concept of normal distribution in a short while, but first let us understand who's a green belt, who's a black belt, who's a master black belt. Green belt are the people. I told you yellow belt are the people who have the basic understanding of what is Lean and Six Sigma, which you would have today. Green belts are the people who know tools and techniques, who can apply these tools and techniques, who have practiced these tools and techniques in the classroom and in real life also, and who could improve any process in any industry. The black belts are those people who can do more complex projects, cutting across various domains, cutting across various departments, and which leads to some millions of dollars of savings for the organization. They are known as black belts. And the master black belts are those people who teach, train, coach, and consult and advise the green belts and black belts. Green belts and black belts are advised and coached and trained by the master black belts. We conduct green belt training, black belt training, and master black belt. Green belt is 3 days training. Black belt is 3 days training, and master black belt is 4 to 5 days training. You can go for straight away green, black, and master black belts. I'll tell you the dates also. But first, let us understand the DMAG, the process of. So as I told you again, repeating, Lean and Six Sigma is project approach towards process improvement. So process is repetitive in nature. You are repeating again and again and again and again multiple times. You're manufacturing chocolates, it's a process. You're treating a patient, it's a process. You're opening a bank account, it's a process. If you are a logistics company, transportation is a process, right? Transportation in a logistics company is not a waste because customer is willing to pay for it, right? Please remember that. When the customer is willing to pay for it, it is not a waste. Now, let us understand DMAG, define, measure, analyze, implement, control. And to understand DMAG, let us imagine we are doing a project. Let us imagine You will be learning these tools, SciPark, Project Charter, types of data, normal distribution control charts in the measure phase. In the analyze phase, we'll be learning and applying some tools like cause and effect, Pareto, box plots, scatter plots, and process mapping. In the improve phase, we'll be talking about brainstorming. And we'll also talk about 5S and POCA-UK. POCA-UK, I already talked about, right? So you can say that, little bit of control charts, maybe I will talk about. DMAIC. So when you want to improve something in your organization, translate it into a project. Yeah. Let's say, for example, I want to improve my health. One of the goals could be reducing my weight. So I can define that today my weight is 90 kg and my goal statement is I want to reduce it to 80 kg. Then I start measuring what is my actual weight. I make a histogram out of it, So here I have defined phase. I am 90 kg, my problem statement, and I would like to become 80 kg. Yeah, 80 kg. Problem and goal statement. I form a team also. Then after that, in measure phase, I start collecting data. Today I'm 90, sometimes 91, sometimes 89, sometimes 89.5, 90.5, etc. I will have an average. I will have a standard deviation. I will not talk about that. What it was. Wait for a while. I will talk about it. I'll make a histogram. Today, my weight variation is like this. Average is 90. I'm going up to 88 and sometimes going up to 92. So this is how my process is behaving today. This is my measure phase. Well, I would like to reduce my weight. So I'll analyze why I am overweight. I'll find the root causes. There are so many causes. It could be related to portion of like the food I'm eating, type of food I'm eating, diet, sleep, exercises, and so much stress. And all these things are affecting my weight. But only 20% of that, we call it as Pareto chart. Vilfredo Pareto was an Italian economist who found that 80% of the money was with 20% of the people. He called it as 80-20 rule. So this is also applied to quality. 80% of your problem was weight, is due to 20% of the causes. So for me, it was sleep, because I lack of sleep. By the way, not many people know lack of sleep leads to overweight. So lack of sleep and portion of the food means I was eating too much. The type of food I was eating was okay, but some people, the type of food is a problem. Some people, exercise is a problem. For me, exercise was not a problem. But these were the two root causes. I acted on those root causes. I did a Pareto, of course, and then I acted on the root causes, improved my diet, reduced my portion, started sleeping more, and wow, I was here between 90 plus minus 2 kgs. Now I have reduced my weight. This is the improvement I am looking for. Breakthrough improvement. Breakthrough. And then I'm able to sustain it for a long time. Control is important. It should not be I reduce my weight happily 2-3 months, then again I go back to my original state. No, not permitted. You have to put a system in place so that you don't go back to your original state. Let us apply this to a company. This company wants to reduce the recruitment cycle time. This is an engineering company, but I've chosen recruitment cycle time because everyone would understand recruitment cycle time. Okay, ready to improve? First, you identify the process. What is the process we are trying to improve? Problems are in the processes, not in the people. 85% of the problems are in the processes, not in the people. Don't blame the people. The same people will deliver excellent results if you change the process. Difficult to change the process, difficult to change the people. People will remain same. I met my friend after 35 years. I had last time met him in my school. I had a dinner yesterday with him. He told me, you are the same person. I also told him, I also found that you are the same person. Despite so many accolades, so many experience, so much of certification, etc. He's telling me I'm the same person. Very difficult to change the person. Don't think that one training will transform a person. Not going to happen. But change the process and see the result. The same person, the same team members, they will deliver beautiful results. The problems are in the process. And you are responsible for the process as a process manager, as an operation manager, as a leader. You are responsible for the process, not the worker. So if your company is producing errors, defects, delays, you are responsible for that. So first you recognize that. Okay. So I identify the process, recruitment process. Okay. And then I'll make a SIPOC and the VOC and the charter. Let us start with the SIPOC. Oh, first we make a team. The manager of the process and whose process you are doing the project is known as the process owner. The manager of the process and whose process you are doing the project is a process owner. You are doing a project in a process. I hope you understand now. I'm doing a project. One-time endeavor. What is that endeavor? Reducing the recruitment cycle time from 50 days to 30 days. That is my project. Which done in which process? Recruitment process. Who's the manager of that process? Recruitment manager, and he will be designated as the process owner. Who's the head of the department of that process? HR director. He will be known as the champion or the sponsor. And the master black belt who's teaching, training, coaching, the person who has lost his hairs, doing all these things for the last 30 years, he'll be known as the master black belt. By the way, you don't have to be losing your hairs to become a master black belt. Nowadays, 25-year-old people are master black belts. A lot of people trained by me, they are giving me run for my money. They are my competitors. They have taken away all the business from me. I'm not joking, but I'm happy. After a certain age, you are happy. Let my students prosper. Why not? Okay. Now we are ready as a team. We are ready. Come on, let us start. Like before the, like rock stars, they say, are you ready? So I can also say, are you ready? Now let us start. The first thing you do in defined phases, make a SIPOC. What is SIPOC? Start with the customers. Identify customers. Now this SIPOC will help you to have a process approach. Remember this? Remember the diagram. I pick up. S for supplier, I for input, P for process, O for output, and C for customers. And make a miniature version for that process, which I am trying to improve. So I'm trying to improve recruitment process. I'm focusing on process, not on people. I'm not blaming the people. Otherwise, what recruitment process people, they are all delayed. They don't want to work. HR department. Blame the department, blame the people, isn't it? No, we are not here to blame. We are here. Let us make a process map. Who are the customers? The departments. Okay. What is the output? A recruited employee. What are the process? Receive the resumes, interview the shortlisted candidates, etc., etc., etc. What are the inputs? IT system, job description, CVs, budget, etc., etc., etc. Ask the customers, what do you want? Voice of customer. What do you want? I want fast recruitment. What is the measure? Recruitment cycle time. That is known as the why. This is known as the CPHQ, critical to quality measure. This is known as the why. But my dear friend, don't focus on the why. Why you can monitor. But the real problem lies in the inputs and process parameters. We call them as X factors. Time taken to interview the shortlisted candidate is going to affect the recruitment time. Time taken to develop a mobilization plan is going to affect the output, that is the recruitment time. Job description is available or not available is going to impact my recruitment time. Budget is approved or not approved is going to impact so many things. And then you are blaming the HR employees. That's very easy. There is an error, there is a mistake, there is a delay. My people are bad. Very easy. Who will care what data analytics, what process analysis, what process map? I know my people are bad. Nothing you will do. Blame the people and feel happy. You are also one of the person in that company. Someday HR people are recruiting the bad people. My dear friend, you were also recruited by the same HR. Okay. So don't blame anyone. Don't blame. So blame the X factor. One of the X factors would be responsible for your issue. Okay. Now, do you agree that there are two types of data? Something can be measured and something cannot be measured. Based on whatever I have taught you, please tell me. Are there two types of data? Some can be measured and something cannot be measured. Based on what I have taught you, please answer the question. Do you agree? Yes. Dhamma Diksha. Sukhdeve, right, Gasas. Thank you for saying no. Okay. Everything can be measured. Everything can be. Dr. Divya Sharma, thank you. Everything can be measured. Now you will tell me, how can you measure so many things there are? Typically, people say, how can you measure feeling? How can you measure happiness? How can you measure love? So I'll tell you the trick. Don't worry, I'll tell you. There is no excuse. There is no running away. You cannot improve if you cannot measure, and you can measure everything. Rule number 3, if you think cannot be measured, go back to rule number 2. Now I'll tell you how to measure. Some data which we think is measurable, we classify that as continuous data, like procurement time, recruitment time. So you will see it will have a possibility of a decimal place, and it will also have a unit. Possibility of a decimal place, and it will also have a unit. Okay. 30 to 50 samples is good enough for continuous data. You can make a histogram and you can understand the full process. 30 sample will tell you about 3 million. In my class in Greenbelt, generally I collect the data of people who are participating. I collect the heights of these people, calculate the average, calculate the standard deviation, and we predict the height of millions of people, 2-3 billion adults in the whole world. That's the magic. That's the magic of 30 samples. Today, I cannot do that because this is a webinar. You cannot see what others are writing, and it will be difficult because lots of people are attending this webinar. The other type of data is attribute data: good, bad, happy, unhappy, male, female. So whatever you want to improve, you can classify that as attribute data if you think it cannot be measured. So you can classify whatever you want to improve, you can classify that as a continuous or attribute. Attribute data, if you want to measure, you can create category. So let me tell you, see, by the way, all these things, I have made beautiful videos, which you can always see. If you just subscribe to my Anexas channel, all these videos are available there.
Hi, I'm Amit.
Yeah.
Jokes apart, the third rule can be, if you think something cannot be measured, then probably it is attribute data. Now let me tell you, how can you measure anything? There are two types of data, continuous data and attribute data. Continuous data can be represented on a number line. It can have a decimal place. It can also have a unit. Say, for example, age, height. Age is 52.5 years. That's my age.
By the way, that was my age 2.5 years ago. So now I'm 55. Just for the clarifications.
Height, maybe 180.1 centimeters, cycle time of a process 3.5 hours, or procurement time in an organization 120.3 days. These are all continuous data because they all have a possibility of a decimal, means they can be expressed in decimal points, and also they all have a unit. Now let us talk about attribute data. Attribute data can be expressed in categories, and categories can be counted. Say, for example, if you want to measure happiness, so easiest way to measure any attribute data is to create a category, and if possible you can create a binary category. A presence or absence of that attribute can be one of the simplest categories. Hi, I'm Amit.
So just to tell you, when you are dealing with attribute data, the continuous data is not a problem. I think everyone knows, very easy to distance, age, temperature, all these things, very easy. But the problem comes when you are dealing with attribute data. So the best way to measure an attribute data is, let me write it down here, continuous data. So our recruitment cycle time is continuous data, isn't it? Recruitment cycle time is continuous data. And the attribute data, how to measure? I'm telling you the trick now. Write that attribute which you want to measure. Okay. And then create a category. It's easy to create a category by creating the two categories which are binary in nature, presence or absence of that particular attribute, whatever you are trying to measure. So let us say I want to measure happiness. So the two categories could be happy, unhappy, right? Happy and unhappy. So my colleague Niranjan has sent you one link, which is about the YouTube channel, and all these videos are there in the YouTube channel. Search for them and you'll get all the information. Okay, count. I have 40 people who are happy in my company, 60 people who are unhappy in my company. Okay. So proportion of happy people is 0.4 and proportion of unhappy people is 0.6 and total is 1. Proportion means out of 1. Let's say this circle is 1. So portion which belongs to happy is 0.4 and which belongs to unhappy is 0.6. And if it is percentage, so if the circle is 100, then the portion which belongs to unhappy is 60 and happy is 40. 40% and 60%. Total is 100%. Okay. So this type of data is known as attribute. Think of feelings, sad. If you want to measure feelings, nowadays you have got your Facebook. It is measuring happiness, isn't it? So I'll just switch on my light because it's a little bit darker here. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So yeah. So I hope you understood this part. What is continuous data and attribute data? Now, when I'm displaying continuous data and working with continuous data, I can create a histogram. Like recruitment time, most of the time it is 50 days. It goes up to sometimes 65 days and goes up to, let's say 35 days. Yeah. Typically, every repetitive process, it follows this normal distribution. Yeah. Mr. Gauss, he found this, also known as Gaussian curve. And I'll come back to that in a short while. But how about the attribute data? Attribute data, you will not have a histogram. You will have pie chart or a bar chart. Category A, category B, category C. Category A, category B, category C, category D, category. So, like very happy customer, neutral customer, unhappy customer, and extremely unhappy customer. 5 categories. Customer satisfaction is an attribute data, and I created 5 categories. I can represent using bar chart. Okay. So when I'm dealing with continuous data, I can make histogram, historical graph. Now you don't have to do this with manually, hand with hand. You have softwares. When you join my programs, I give you all these softwares. They're all part of the. See, we will enable you to improve any process in any industry. That's what a Lean Six Sigma Green Belt or Black Belt is. So I collected the data. Recruitment cycle time, and don't worry about what I'm clicking, etc., because it's very easy. And those who have Minitab, you can download Minitab. It's free from minitab.com. You can download it. And if you just you ask Minitab to make a histogram, it will make a histogram. It will tell you the average is 50 days and standard deviation is 5 days. Very easily. Averages, mean, and standard deviation. Now, what is the significance of these values? Mr. Gauss, in 17th and 18th century, when there were no laptops and computers, he found that most of the repetitive processes in the world, they follow normal distribution. Why he called it as a normal distribution? Because it was normal to obtain this normal distribution. So if your average is 50 days, standard deviation is, let's say, 5 days. So he found one more interesting thing. So let me not talk about the values as of now. He found, what was the interesting thing he found? He found that every data set has got an average. And every data set, because see, the possibility wise, you can take any value. It goes to plus infinity and it goes to minus infinity. It goes on and on. It goes on and on. Minus infinity, plus infinity to minus infinity. He found that 99%, of course, 99.73% of the times, the population, I'm not talking about a sample, the population lied between 1, 2, and 3 standard deviation on the right side and 3 standard deviation on the left side. So plus minus 3 standard deviation. Within plus minus 3 standard deviation, you had this population. 99% of the population, not the sample. Sample is, see, I collected samples. I collected 15 samples only. These are the 15 samples I collected. But I'm predicting about the 1,000 recruitments my organization is making. I'm interested in that. So when I want to predict about the 1,000 recruitments, what I can do, I can use Gaussian theorem. Let us use it. X bar is 50. What is 1 time standard deviation? So X bar is 50. Standard deviation, let us say, is 5 days, which we found, isn't it? We found using this Minitab. Average was 50, standard deviation was 5. So what is 1 time standard deviation? Can you tell me? 50 plus 1 time standard deviation, which is how much? 55. How much is 2 times standard deviation? It is 60. How much is 3 times standard deviation? It is 65. I hope you understood. Right? What is minus 1 time standard deviation? 45. Here it will be 40. And here it will be 35. So I can predict that all the recruitments done by my organization in my company are going to be between 35 to 65. This is known as lower control limit, and this is known as upper control limit. LCL and UCL. This is known as control limit. And if I draw a control chart, it says 35 to 65 with the average of 50. So my recruitments are like this, more or less between 35 to 65 days. This is how my voice of process is. Okay. Now, I am unhappy if the recruitment is taking more than, let us say, 50 days. So my SL, upper specification limit, is 50 days, let's say 50 days. How many defects I'm producing? 50% of my recruitments are defective, right? 50% of my recruitments are defect. We call it a defect. Anything which is not satisfying the customer is defects. So I measure the defects and then calculate the sigma level of the process. So calculating the sigma level is not part of your yellow belt session. So I'll not talk too much about it, but just wanted to tell you that my intention, what is my intention is? Intention is to reduce the defects. So let me show you this project. Let us show the project. Let's continue with the project. Before that, let me also tell you, we make a project charter. We make a project charter. Now, that problem statement is, I have got 50 days today to recruit my employee. I'm taking 50 days to recruit my employee. I would like to reduce it to 30 days by July in the next 6 months. I would like to reduce it to from 50 to 30 days in 6 months. And if I'm able to do, my productivity will increase and it is going to give $300,000 for my company. This is known as a project charter. You write a project charter. So this completes your define phase. Define phase, you make a SIPOC and a project charter. These two things. After that, you also know that the symptom, the problem here, the recruitment time is the why. But the recruitment time is high because of some cause. What are the causes? What are the X factors? Let me investigate those X factors. I'm here to find the root causes. So how would I find the root causes? See, there's no point in worrying about the symptoms. When you go to the doctor and you tell him, well, I'm having fever, doctor doesn't treat the symptom, doesn't just try to reduce the fever. What is the measurable characteristics for the doctor here? What is the measure here? That body temperature. So he's not focusing on the body temperature. He's actually collecting more data, taking a blood sample, X-ray, etc., and he finds the root cause. And once he finds the root cause, then he gives medicine for that root cause. Similarly, you are as a green belt or a black belt, you are like a physician to the process. You're a doctor of a process. People come to you, oh, my process has got delays, a lot of errors are there, there's a problem, all that issues which the customer is facing. And these issues are due to some of the causes. Which are the causes which are most important? Which are the root causes? I have to find and eliminate. Few of them are root causes. Not everything is a root cause. So we have to know. We cannot do much about the symptom, but we can do something about the problem. Yeah. You cannot do much. You can just monitor the recruitment time. You can monitor, but you can control the X factor. What is affecting your recruitment time? Let us investigate. So for that, we will make a cause and effect diagram in the analyze phase. But before that, we collected the data. I showed you. We collected the data. We also identify a defect. Any recruitment taking more than 60 days is a defect. And then how many defects I'm making? 27 defects out of 47. And I'll calculate something called a sigma value. That is not in part of your yellow belt syllabus. So I'll just skip that a little bit. And then once there is a formula which needs explanation, which takes around half an hour. So I'll not be talking about that. But those who are aware of, for their reference, defects per million opportunities. In 1 million opportunities, how many defects would have occurred? This much. I convert this into a sigma level using a sigma table. In the analyze phase, we find what is causing this root cause. Oh, sorry, what is causing this delay? Why I'm taking 50 days? Okay, let us work on it. Hello, are you able to hear me? Yeah, just say yes. Okay, great. Thank you, Madhi. Thank you, Jay Patel, Jerome. Okay, Raja Krishnan, Vijay Machale. Okay, great. Dr. Prajwal, Laruroy, Amit Dalvi. Thanks a lot. So here, data door. You can take data door or you can take process door. Data door means you will make a cause and effect diagram, control impact matrix, Pareto chart, box plots, and scatter plots. In the process door, you will map the process as is, do a Gemba walk, and identify the non-value added activities. So let us start doing it. First, start with the process door. Map the process as is, expand all the steps. In the sidewalk, we had just created 5-6 basic steps. Now we expand all the steps and we identify, okay, this is not required, this is not value added, this is an error. We can combine these two steps, we can automate this step, we can make these steps parallel. It's also known as escape analysis. A case study of escape analysis, I will put in the chat box. Just you can watch that video a little later. I have shown using an example from an organization how escape technique can be applied. But in yellow belt, we'll not talk too much about it because yellow belt is about overview, right? So identify the waste in the system. And once you have got the identify the waste, ask these 5. See, every step, once you have mapped the process, you have to ask 5 questions. Can I eliminate? Okay, let me describe. Doesn't matter. Let me describe. Escape. E. Can I eliminate? Ask these 5 questions on every step. Every step has to be ask this question. Can I eliminate? Can I simplify? Can I combine? Can I automate? Can I make it in parallel? So the video, which is going to be coming in the chat box, and please try to store these videos, these links, and in the mail, Niranjan, please send all these links in the mail, please, to all the people who are attending the session. And Niranjan, very nice team member. He's a very nice, smiling person. He will send it to you. Okay, thanks for that. Escape. Eliminate, simplify, combine, automate, and parallel. Okay. Now we can watch that video. I'll not describe too much. Then all these things has to be done in the team. Don't try to sit alone in the table and try to visualize the things. Don't make decisions like that. It should be happening in the team. Then let us make a cause and effect diagram. Call all the people who know the process. Tell them to brainstorm. Try to find out whatever possible causes, whatever comes to your mind. When you are doing the brainstorming, try to invite ideas from everyone. I will tell you some of the brainstorming rules, in a short while. So you are trying to get as many causes as possible. And once you have got as many possible causes, not every cause, so many causes, look at those, so many causes. You will not be able to manage so many causes to apply Pareto's principle, 80-20 rule. So first use voting technique and people will vote for those causes. And once they vote for the causes, the highest votes, we arrange them in descending order and make a Pareto chart. Which is the highest occurring cause? Highest occurring cause. 80-20 rule. 80% of your delays are due to the top 4 causes. 80% of your delays. So here you can see the first cause, upfront CV screening, appeared for 48 times, 48 votes it received. Percentage contribution is 21% of the total votes. This is 31, it is 13% of the total votes. First 2 combined together gives you cumulative percentage, that is 34.6. First 3 combined is 45.7. First 5-6 combined together are around, so if you see 30 at 80, These are responsible for your 80% of your problems. The top ones. When if you follow football or cricket, 80% of the score is done by 20% of the team members in every match. Sometimes 20% keep varying, but you will find 80% of the runs are scored by 20% of the team members. 2-3 people score 80% of the runs, and remaining team scores the remaining 20%. Right? 80-20 is applicable everywhere. So find which are these top 20% of the causes. If you have 20 causes, 20% of 20 is 4. Which are these 4 causes which are responsible for your 80% of your problems? So you find that it's very easy to do all these things in Minitab. So let me show you. When you are doing a cause and effect diagram, sometimes you can also follow 6M technique. Let me talk about that also. We still have time. So 6M's means man, machine, material, method. Measure, man, material, method, method, material, measure, mother nature, 6M technique. So we brainstormed and they are fed into this sheet. Man-related responsibility, lack of competent people, shortage, accountability, all these things, whatever comes to your mind, machine-related, software not working, IT system. Yeah, IT system down. See, all these things, JD not available, job description not available, all these things. Which reason is occurring maximum time? List down all the reasons. You'll say some of the reasons are repeating again and again, more and more. Which of them? Let the Minitab count for you. Let the Minitab count for you. Okay, first let us do the cause and effect diagram. Let me make a cause and effect diagram. We have time, so let me show you more tools. So now I have got this cause and effect diagram done automatically. Everything is automatic nowadays. Then let us see which reason is occurring more and more. Okay, I'll do a Pareto analysis. Okay. You can see assessment time, job description not available, approval time, and types of hiring. These are the 4 top reasons. 4 top reasons. 84% of the issues, recruitment cycle time delays are due to these 4 top reasons. Okay. Let me focus on them. Now, this was due to the assigning the causes by people. Subjectivity is involved. So let us, before I make the changes to the process, before I confirm that this is the root cause, let me collect some more data. So I collected recruitment number 3452. Approval time was 17 days. Job description was not available. Type of hiring, it was expat. Assessment time for this particular position was 18 days. Total recruitment time was 52 days. So now I want to know, is recruitment time getting affected by the approval time? What do you think? Is approval time affecting my recruitment time? What is your opinion? Yes or no? The black belt or a green belt will say, I don't know. He'll say, I don't know. Let the data prove it. So what I will do, whenever I am dealing with continuous data, I will make a graph. I'll tell you which graph I will make. When I'm dealing with Y and X factor, this is continuous data and this is also continuous data. If the graph looks like this, we call it this a scatter plot. We say it's positively related. If the graph looks like this, we call it as it is negatively related. And if the graph looks like this, we say it is not related. So if we get something like this or this, we say, yeah, that X factor is impacting the Y. X factor is affecting the Y. So here we had recruitment time. And here we have got, let's say, approval time. No, sorry, what was that? Approval time. Yeah, approval time is approval time. So more the approval time, more the recruitment time. Means if I reduce the approval time, that means it is going to reduce my recruitment time. So I should treat the approval time as one of the root causes. Let us see, is it the root causes? Let us do a scatter plot. Recruitment time and approval time, both are continuous data. Let me do a scatter plot. They appear to be related. I should work on approval time. If I reduce the approval time, let me change the process of approval so that I may reduce it, and it is going to impact my recruitment. But what about the other one? How about assessment time? Is it impacting? What is the answer? Tell me. As a green belt or black belt, what will be your answer? Is assessment time impacting my recruitment time? The answer would be, I don't know. Let the data prove. Deming used to say, in God we trust, rest others bring data. Means I'm not going to trust you unless you bring the data. So you are proving using the data. Everything is being proven using the data. So here, recruitment time versus assessment time. Let us see that. And you have to answer the question now, okay? I'll ask you a question. Is assessment time affecting my recruitment time? What do you think? It's all scattered, isn't it? It's all scattered. It is not affecting. It is not affecting. So you will waste your time if you try to reduce the assessment time, change the process, try to motivate the people, incentivize the people. It's not going to affect. So this is how we do. Then we can also do regression analysis. I'll not go into the regression analysis because it is, no, we are in yellow belt. So, but you can easily get regression equations. Very easily. In just one click, you'll get the regression equations of our processes. Now here, let us look at recruitment time versus job description availability. Is job description availability affecting my recruitment time? What is your answer? I felt that job description is not available, because of that the delay is happening. What do you think? Is it? What is your opinion? Your opinion is, I don't know. Let the data prove it. Let us make a graph and find out whether it is a root cause or not. Okay. Job description is continuous data or attribute data? Can you tell me? Job description is continuous data or attribute data? It is attribute data, isn't it? Available, not available. Available, not available, isn't it? It is attribute data. And recruitment time is continuous data. So I cannot use scatter plot. I will use another tool, which we call it a box plot. So the time available, not available, available time, job description was available, I took less time. Job description was not available, I took more time. Okay, that means job description availability matters. But suppose if I found job description is available or not available, it means doesn't matter. So then in that case, job description availability was not the root cause. So in the previous case, when I showed this data, our opinion would be job description availability matters. And if this is the case, and actually this was the case, if you do draw the chart, you get it. That means I should make job description available for all the positions, and my suggestion would be, my improvement suggestion would be, ensure that the job descriptions are available in the system. Everywhere, all jobs, please, next one week, make a job description available. We call this as box plot. So when I have a continuous data, I make a histogram. When I have attribute data, I made a Pareto chart. Remember that. When I have two columns, continuous and attribute, I do the box plot. Both continuous, I do a scatter plot. So there are rules, type of data, how to deal. These rules. Now, yellow belt, I'm just showing you demonstration. You don't have to do with me. When you come to my green belt session, we will do a project together. We can do a project in your own domain. If you are a doctor, we'll do it in hospital. If you are an engineer, a construction engineer, I will do for in construction industry. If you are in manufacturing, I will do for manufacturing. If you are in logistics, I will give you the logistic project. And together we will do it. We have got a good time, 3 days. And then interactive live taken recording is available for lifetime access. 2 projects done in the class, project guidance provided for lifetime, and lifetime association with me. When I go to different cities, I always tell, so today I'm in Riyadh. Anyone is in Riyadh? Okay, I don't think many people are from Riyadh here in this batch, in this particular webinar. But if you are, just connect with me. After 6 weeks, I'll be in Bangalore. After that, I'll be in Mumbai. Next week, I'm in Dubai. After that, I'm in Melbourne, in Australia. In Bahrain, oh, Jerome, Raja Durai, sorry, I missed you. Oh, Khalid Al Zahrani, you are in Riyadh. Okay. Jassim, you are in Riyadh. Okay, great. I'm in Olaya, I'm in Ibis Olaya Hotel. So if you are free in the evening, we can come. All of you can come, whoever is available. After after this webinar, I'm free. So feel free to join me. Maybe after 6 p.m., I think 5, 6 p.m. I just come there, or I will give you my my Riyadh number if you want. I'll just 542-731-565. Yeah. So this is my. Oh, sorry. Can you, my team member, can you give the Riyadh number? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this is my Riyadh number. And next week I'm in Dubai. So please, my team can give you the Dubai number also. And after that, I'm in India. So you can take my Indian number as well. After that, I'm in Melbourne. You please, all the numbers you please take. Feel free to connect with me. Okay, great. Now let's go to the improve phase. By the way, how many of you would be interested, before I go to the improve phase? Let me tell you, how many of you would be interested in, let me just answer this question. Answer this question. If you would like to learn further as a green belt or a black belt. Now, if you are interested, I'll send you all the details. And if you are interested to do it urgently, then in that case, there are lots of excellent offers only available for this time. You will get a free data science course also. along with Lean and Six Sigma, Green Belt, Black Belt, and Master Black Belt, you can get a free data science course. And if you want to go for a package of Green Belt, Black Belt, Master Black Belt, and PMP and CPHQ, there is another very, very good offer. Soon I will tell you about it. But let us go to the improve phase. Now, when you go to the improve phase, you are generating the data. You are generating the data, generating the ideas. So how to generate ideas? Let us look at it. How to generate the ideas. Some basic rules of brainstorming. Let us have a look.
Causes or getting the ideas to solve the problems, there are certain rules which need to be followed in brainstorming. The rules of brainstorming are: give equal opportunity to everyone who is participating. So tell them to participate, and you can use different techniques. As I told you, we will be learning in the improve phase. Capture all the ideas, so document all the ideas. Whatever is being discussed, whatever ideas the participants are given, someone should be there to document, or a scribe you can appoint to document all the ideas. Leave your designation and ego along with your shoes outside the meeting room. That means don't think that if you are senior, your idea carries more weightage. So obviously this ground rule should be very clear to everyone, and everyone should be encouraged to give an idea, and everyone's idea should carry equal weightage. There should be a non-threatening environment. When people are giving ideas, they should not be afraid of giving ideas. So you should create an environment where people should be encouraged to give the ideas. Also, we should ensure that wherever the brainstorming is taking place, there should not be any disturbance, so people are focused on brainstorming. Sometimes people might deviate from the topics. There is a tendency that some important issue crops up during the discussion. So at that time, you can always create a parking lot saying that, well, this idea or this issue is very, very important, and we can park it to be discussed after a while once we complete the brainstorming on this particular topic. We should encourage people to fantasize freely. We should not put brakes on our thoughts. So you can give some out-of-the-box ideas, you can give some wild ideas, and if people are giving you wild ideas, they should be encouraged. If you give a specific duration of brainstorming, we should try to complete the brainstorming within the time duration. And defer evaluation. Now this is one of the rules which is often violated. People start discussing the ideas. Someone gives an idea and someone else says, well, it will not work in an organization. Or some other person gives an idea and someone else comments that, wow, it's a great idea. So don't evaluate. Reserve your comments for evaluation at a later stage. When you are generating the idea, when you are generating the root causes, they are not to be evaluated. You cannot say that it is a good idea or this is a very good root cause which you have thought of. No evaluation, just write down whatever is being suggested. Generate quantity, do not worry about the quality at the initial stages. So you have to generate lots of root causes, lots of solutions, more the better. A pearl diver, he dives into the sea to find the pearls. If he just collects 10 oysters, the probability of getting the pearl is very low. But if he collects thousands of oysters, the probability of getting the pearl is very high. So similarly, if you want to collect great ideas, some of the out-of-the-box ideas, some creative ideas, then definitely you should create more and more ideas. So how to generate those ideas?
You will. This is a brainstorming technique, 635 brainstorming technique. Get hold of the people, 6 people. They ask them to write 3 ideas within 5 minutes.
(635) brainstorming technique. I have used this technique in many organizations and we have obtained a lot of good results. In just 30 minutes, you can generate 108 ideas. How? Here the team members brainstorm ideas on a written form. It is also known as silent brainstorming technique. We take 5 minutes to write down 3 solution ideas on the first row of our form.
So everyone will get a form like this, all the 6 people. Their names are written and everyone has to write 3 ideas in 5 minutes.
So a form or a white sheet is given to each one of the participants, and in the 5 minutes they write 3 ideas. Once they have written down the 3 ideas, in the next 5 minutes, Again, they have to write the 3 ideas by passing on the form to each other. You keep on circulating the papers till the time you receive back your own paper. So you can imagine that in the next 30 minutes, once the form is circulated to everyone and you have looked at the form of each other, you would have generated 108 ideas in just half an hour. While you are participating in 635 technique, you can add ideas by enhancing an idea already on the sheet, which is written by someone else. You can add a variation of an idea on the sheet, or you can add a completely new idea. Let us take an example.
So you can use 65 technique. You can also use FMEA. Now FMEA, I don't have time to tell you all the FMEA, how it is done. Failure modes and effect analysis. I will give you a video link. You please watch that. Failure modes and effects analysis means you imagine how you will fail. This was first used in Apollo mission when they were sending the man on the moon. They used it for the first time. They imagined how they will fail, and then they took preventive actions. Similarly, for your process also, imagine how you will fail to achieve your objectives and take preventive actions. The FME analysis is given here. The link is given. Please watch the video on my behalf because there's shortage of time, right? In yellow belt, you see, I'm telling you more. If FME actually is learned in green belt, but I'm giving you more than what a yellow belt is supposed to know. So we generated the ideas, we come out with lots of ideas, we implemented those ideas, we made an implementation plan. And once these ideas were generated and implemented, we found this, wow, they were able to reduce the recruitment cycle time very easily. And they were able to not only reduce, but also able to sustain it. So let me show you how the final slide will look like. This is what the CEO wants to see. This was before, and then this was after. Yeah. Before, this was the situation. And what was after? This was the situation. So let us see. Let us make the chart. How it looked like. There's a clear drop in the recruitment cycle time. You see the plus minus 3 times standard deviation, the control limits. Earlier they were high, now they are low. There is an improvement. And we are able to sustain this improvement for a long, long time. And that is how a Lean Six Sigma project is done. As simple as that. Let's play a game. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here's the chance to win $1 million. Okay. The interface process are called. The X is revised, out of scope, or gauge R&R. Right answer will give you $10,000. Just joking, right? But yeah, tell me, give me the answer. Yes, Abdullah, you're right. Mahmood, yes, you're also right. Chandni, yes, you're right. Yes, that's the right answer. Output of the process is called. Raja, Madonna, yes, you're right. In the previous questions, yes. What are the outputs? So, well, Kumar, you were also right. So now Abdullah Salah, Mahdi, Munira, Dinesh, Hamza, Rohan Singh, thanks for your responses. So the right answer is the output of a couple, which is not the deliverable of the DMAC phase, which is not the deliverable, which is not coming in measure phase. Analyze phase. What is not coming in analyze phase? Can you tell me? So previously Kanuria and Ahmed were right. And now Chandni, Mahdi, Abdullah Salah, Raid, Ghazaz, Dinesh. So lots of people have given the answers. So, but analyze phase, what is not in the, so Sunil, you are right. Kanuria, you are also right. Yes, you're right. Solution. Okay. So now you have reasons to collect the data. Very large data can also be handled in very few clicks. Come to my green belt training and I'll help you to do that. So would you like to become the green belt? A lot of people have answered yes. So I will tell you how to do that. What are the dates? My team members, can you tell me? Can you tell us the dates, please? You will be able to reduce the cost, improve the quality, become a problem solver. If you want to solve the problem in any industry, for any process, in any domain, you can become a green belt or a black belt. And if you want to make a career as a master black belt like me, you can also become a master black belt. And you can choose your own domain. So here are the dates which my friend Niranjan is going to share. Training on weekends, Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays, either. You can choose Friday, Saturday or Saturday, Sunday. Starting on, please go back. So starting on September 24, September 29, 24 and 29, October 21st, you can choose any date. There are 2 batches. One is Friday, Saturday, another is Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday batch is starting on September 24th. Friday, Saturday batch is starting on September 29th. We also have a new batch, another batch starting on 21st, so whichever batch you want. But if you want weekday batch, 2 hours every day, we were starting on September 29th. Morning, you can attend morning, 2 hours throughout, or evening, 2 hours throughout. If you attend any of the session, you can attend, keep changing the session, means keep changing the batch also, it doesn't matter. Once you attend our sessions, next time, after 4 months also, if you want to attend the session, any number of times, you can repeat the session. We will help you to pass the examination. 100% guaranteed. Green belt, black belt, and master black belt certification will be yours for sure. We are affiliated to different certifying bodies also, primarily IASSC, International Association for Six Sigma, People Cert, and lots of different bodies. If you want to appear for any other exam also, although AEC, Anexas Europe Certification, AEC exam is included in it. Globally valid certificate you will be getting for sure. Any number of times you can attempt. Mostly you will, you'll be able to pass through the examination first time. That is my promise. But in case you're not able to get it, next time definitely, any number of times you can attempt. And of course, can you tell me the fees, please? Okay, so this is the fees, but there are certain discounts applicable. And if you want some discounts, there are a lot of discounts. Can you please show the discounts? Or you can write to us. You can write to us. So these are the discounted fees. Now, if you are, and plus you will also get data science free, totally free. So in the $800, you are getting green belt, black belt, master black belts, plus data science. And you've got green belt and black belt plus data science only $600. So please attend the course and get all these certifications and enhance your career. And I will be throughout with you, not only during the training, but after the training as well. So this is my hobby, this is my passion. And for the last 30 years, I have been doing this. And trust me, you will not repent it. You can ask lots and lots of people who have attended our training program. There is a good feedback video our friend Krishna Kumar has made. I am not sure if Niranjan is having that video, but if you have, I'll be happy to play that video and just keep. Yeah. So any other information you would like to say? Yeah, next slide. Can you show the next slide? These are the timings. These are the timings. Let us show the timings. These are the timings for our green belt and black belt. Please have a look at them. So I'm not having that what Krishna Kumar had made. Not sure where it has gone. So, but yeah, we can show some mineral meat. Yeah. Yeah. So for today, if you want to get the certificate, there's a small administration fee, uh, which, as I told you, we have really, as a team, 25-member team is really working hard to deliver this training program. Maybe I'm the face, but there are a lot of people behind it, and we have to take care of them. So if you can contribute to that, please go for the certification for yellow belt as well. And if you're enrolling for green belt and black belt, then you don't have to really pay for the yellow belt. You can directly get the yellow, green, black, master black belt certification at one go. These are some of the upcoming free webinars, and I would like to invite you for these upcoming free webinars. Let me also show you some of the credentials and some of the uh, uh, some of the you know improvements, or how do you implement, typically how do you implement Lean Six Sigma in an organization. Okay, so when you are implementing Lean Six Sigma in an organization, identify the projects, identify the improvement opportunities in different departments, train the people. So you form a steering committee, very, very senior management steering committee. And identify the head of the departments, and we train them. We call it as champions training. We give them the training so that of half a day or so that they know what is Six Sigma. Then they nominate the high performing employees in the organization as black belts, and these black belts are given improvement projects to take over. And the master black belts like me, they will guide these green belts and black belts. They will train them, guide them as they do the projects. So first, we do a champions training. So here I am seeing doing a champions training for one of the pharmaceutical companies in Switzerland. So this that the senior management first got convinced by playing a game, and then after that, now let me show you. As I tell you the different phases of implementation of Lean Six Sigma, I had to change the organizations. So here, after undergoing the champions training, now we have got people who have been nominated, and they are now getting your team name 1, 2, 3. Anti-Muda. And your slogan 1, 2, 3. Green air, go. Okay. And your song.
Let's go Lean. Let's go Lean. We are the champions. We are the team.
Wow.
Yay! Well done.
And your team name 1, 2, 3. So now people are there, and then once they undergo the training, once they complete the project, then they present the project. Now we have got from UK National Healthcare Service, one of our black belt who has just presented the project and got the certification.
Well, we have Alex with us, and he has done excellent Lean and Six Sigma projects in National Healthcare Service and in hospitals. So, Alex, would you like to tell us something about it?
Hello, I'm Alex Wells, Head of Service Improvements at the Royal Liverpool University Hospital. I've been really fortunate to present today on how us as a trust are using Lean and Six Sigma principles to deliver better care for our patients. I've presented today on a lot of the work that we've done around how we've improved patient outcomes, reducing mortality, improving length of stay, and also talked about how we can actually realise some financial benefits from that. Over the past 2 years, we've been really fortunate that we've done some good work, and it's actually delivered us £2 million worth of quality efficiencies through delivering better patient care.
And then, again, for Bank Muscat, then I'm not going to show you a lot of videos, but maybe let me show you this one. Over the period of time, let's say 5 years, 10 years down the line, you totally transform the organization. So here is logistics company, biggest logistics company of Saudi Arabia.
My name is Mohammed Al-Bayati. I'm the CEO of Napel. Through Anexas, Mr. Amitabh has teach me and more than 1,000 employees of Napel, Six Sigma and Lean processes. This this affected our bottom lines by millions of riyals, and it is having a big impact in changing our company from a local company to a regional or multinational company. Thanks to Anexas and Mr. Amitabh. Thank you very much.
So it transforms the companies over the long period of time. Okay, so this I have already talked about. And my team, if you would like to play some videos related to Lean Six Sigma and which industry you would like me to play, tell me which industry you want. So I've got Lean Six Sigma videos for manufacturing, healthcare, construction, finance, telecommunication, oil and gas, healthcare. So let's start with the healthcare first. Let's start with the healthcare. IT is also there. So if you have got healthcare,
Importance of Lean and Six Sigma in healthcare. Lean Six Sigma concepts are used in industries all over the world to improve a process, eliminate waste, and reduce defects. In the healthcare industry, defects not only affect revenue and customer satisfaction, but they signify the difference between life and death. Lean Six Sigma is critically important in healthcare because it helps in reducing defects that can result in medical errors. There are so many challenges in the healthcare industry, like an aging population, shortage of workers, increasing litigation, and many more that require long-term improvement. Because healthcare industry deals with saving lives, errors cannot be accepted at any cost. So, how does Lean Six Sigma really help? With the help of Lean Six Sigma, you can shorten the waiting times in hospitals. The lesser the people wait, the efficient the hospitals will become. Reduce medication errors and even try to completely eliminate them. Improve turnaround time for lab results. Provide better care at lower costs. Ensure that the medical staff makes fewer errors. Reduce mortality rates, improve patient care, improve quality, and improve overall patient experience. How can you do that? By training the staff as green belts and black belts and allowing them to do improvement projects. Lean Six Sigma training and certification in healthcare provides the tools needed to address the challenges at various levels. It is a time for the healthcare industry to utilize Lean Six Sigma methods to its fullest and drastically change the healthcare industry for the better. Don't you want to be a part of the industry where patients are happier, physicians want to work for you, the cost is as low as possible, and at the same time efficiency is high? If your answer is yes, then Lean Six Sigma is your choice. We have implemented Lean Six Sigma in more than 25 hospitals worldwide, including ministries of health of 4 countries, and we can help you too.
let me show you one in oil gas. Okay. So this was I had presented in American Society of Quality conference also.
4 years ago, somewhere in Middle East, one of the largest oil companies took up a Lean and Six Sigma project to reduce the rig move time from 7 days to less than 3 days. By doing so, they would increase their production capability without investing in additional equipment. I'm Amitabh Saxena from Anexas Consulting, and on 2nd of May, in American Society of Quality's World Conference, I'm going to talk about how around 50 people of different nationalities came together to solve a problem which was considered to be very, very difficult. In our journey, we used lots of Lean and Six Sigma tools and techniques, including the change management methodologies and advanced statistical tools. In our 10 years of existence, our company has completed many projects, but this project still stands tall amongst all of them, just like Burj Khalifa. So see you there on 2nd of May in Charlotte in USA.
So this was about the project to reduce the rig move time. So those who don't know what is rig move, I will tell you. Typically, you drill an oil well and you assemble the structure, drill an oil. And then you take it to the another place to dig a new well. So this whole movement is known as rig move. Okay. So the problem was that we wrote a problem statement that it is taking 5 to 7 days to move the rig, and we would like to reduce it to less than 3 days. And we, of course, came out with the training program. The way I am training you, I trained 2012 it was, right? So I trained, this is me. I had a little bit of hairs on my head that time, a little bit, not much. Still that 10 years ago also, not many hairs. And then we are green belts and black belts undergoing the training. Lots of people from different nationalities, different continents, not always fluent in English, but they understood the language of Six Sigma. That was the beauty. Start with the SIPOC, as I said. I'm not going to describe the whole project. We started with the SIPOC, how the process looks like. We wrote a project charter. It is taking 5 to 7 days. We'd like to have it within 3 days. And if I'm able to do that, I'm going to save 174 days of oil production. Yeah. And then we started doing the project. Define phase, measure phase, analyze phase, improve phase, and control phase. The measure phase, we collected the data. We identified how many defects we are making. Any rig move which is taking more than 4 days was considered as a defective rig move. So how many defects? 37 defects out of 29, which means around 75% of the defects, or 755,000 defects in 1 million opportunities. Then you display the data. Never we had gone below 4 days in the last, 10 years? Well, started analyzing. We did a process door and a data door. Process door, we mapped the process map. First, we did a Pareto on which of the rigs are giving us most problems. So these are the top 3-4 rigs. We started doing Gemba investigation. We did Gemba investigation of those 4 rigs, identify the non-violated activities, recommended 5S, CRE, Cthon, Shitsuke technique to keep your things in place, keep your place neat and tidy, remove anything which is not required, and did a value-added, non-value-added analysis, did a cause and effect diagram, did a Pareto analysis, box plots. And we thought earlier that distance is one of the root cause. Distance means if it's 2 kilometers, it will take less time. 50 kilometers, it will take more time. That's what we thought. But the scatter plot proved that we were wrong. So distance was not the root cause. So we started investigating, and finally we did a regression equation as well as lots of tests like chi-square test, FME. All these applications gave us root causes, and we acted on the root causes. And very quickly, I'll not go into the details. We did a 635 brainstorming sessions to brainstorm on all the root causes. You can see there are 2 groups, one group of 6 people here and another group of 6 people doing a 635 brainstorming techniques. Lots of suggestions, lots of improvements, implemented those improvements. And finally, we were able to really reduce the rig move time, and before and after clearly indicated that the rig move time is reduced, and we were able to make additional 258 days of oil production, billions of dollars of savings. And this was implemented in 3 countries, Aramco, ADNOC, and Oman Oil. All the 3 countries in Oman as well as Saudi Arabia and in Middle East. Yes, so this just wanted to show you very quickly. Thanks for asking that question. Let us look at some theme park, Miral, etc. Manufacturing. Some people are asking for manufacturing. Okay, please.
The world we have created is the product of our own thinking, and we cannot improve the world without improving our thinking. The long-term chronic problems of manufacturing companies like low productivity, lower machine efficiency, high rework, high inventories, high product wastage can't be solved using only experience, logic and intuition. You might be a good operations person, a good engineer or an excellent operator, but you need to have basic knowledge and understanding of some problem solving and process improvement tools too. Here is how Lean Six Sigma can improve your processes in manufacturing. Lean Six Sigma is defined as a business improvement method that aims to maximize the shareholders' value by improving the quality, speed, customer satisfaction, and reduce the costs. It merges tools and principles from both Lean and Six Sigma to do this. It has become the most popular business strategies for deploying continuous improvement in the manufacturing industries. With its help, you can make sure that only essential steps remain in a process. The moment I say Lean Six Sigma techniques, high quality, low cost, increased profits, and customer satisfaction should automatically come to your mind. It is very rightly said that machines are mere pieces of metal if they cannot be made efficient. Lean Six Sigma helps you to do this. What is the core of Lean Six Sigma? It's DMAC. Yes. Define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. It helps you to reduce the existing problems with unknown causes. Here we train the staff of the manufacturing units as the green belts and black belts, and they convert all the problems into improvement projects. So now the difficulties become opportunities. Then they complete these projects and get certified. It's a win-win for both the organization and the employees. Now, how does Lean Six Sigma decrease the cost? Shijo Shingo said that the most hazardous waste is the waste that we do not recognize. Firstly, Lean Six Sigma focuses on removing the 7 wastes like overproduction, transportation, inventory, etc. from a process. In manufacturing sector, this step can lower the cost of a process by leaps and bounds. Secondly, Lean Six Sigma focuses on solving the problems caused by a process. Here we focus on the processes, not on people, because we believe that 85% of the problems are due to the processes and not due to the people. Defects in your product can cost your organization a fortune. So the focus is on reducing the defects by focusing on the processes. Let me talk. There are so many stakeholders in construction industry: the customer and the users of your building or construction, the project organization, the contractors, and the staff at the construction site. Lean has something for everyone. Of course, our primary objective is to satisfy the customers, both external and internal, so you can reduce the project delays and quality defects in your organization. You can improve the safety of the employees at the construction site, reduce the inspection times and non-compliances, drastically cut down on the rework resulting from errors. We have even reduced the architectural designing time in many cases to almost 50% of the original time by eliminating the wastes in the process. Once a process has been perfected with the lean methods, there are safeguards as well as checks and balances put into place to ensure that this efficiency continues through the life of a building or structure that has been constructed. In this particular industry, errors mean danger and extremely costly rework using expensive raw materials. So taking the time to eliminate errors before they happen is crucial to the success of any company specializing in constructing any type of building or dwelling. If a construction company is looking to minimize defects, then Lean course can really help the bottom line and make a huge difference. You can even combine it with Six Sigma and make it Lean and Six Sigma implementation to take the advantage of statistical tools also. The employees take up improvement projects after getting trained as green belts and black belts. They focus on identifying and eliminating any unnecessary waste in that particular system. This is one aspect of Lean certification methodology that creates great demand for certified professionals, especially true in the construction industry. A specialized Lean certification in construction will give the employees the tools they need to improve the quality of whatever they are building. Lean is a skill set that all of the leading construction companies in the world know to invest in when it comes to hire their employees. Because this eliminates the errors and also improves the quality, customers start to take notice and become loyal to the brand, knowing that they will always be able to get the best possible building at the lowest possible prices. Companies who utilize lean methods know the importance of quality, and the quality of their employees are at the top of the list. Certified employees are a resource that construction companies are willing to invest in. This is why salaries of certified individuals are on an average significantly more than the non-certified colleagues. This also improves the overall corporate culture within a construction company. Because of the certified individuals, everyone knows their role and expectations within the company and exactly how teams need to work together to bring about the positive changes. Do share this video with your friends in construction industry and let me know on what topic I should make my next video. I am a Lean and Six Sigma certified Master Black Belt, have implemented Lean in many construction industries and would like to invite you to my Lean construction.
So I think payment side is having some issue. So my IT team, if you can just work on that, please, that will be great.
Anexas is proud to provide top-notch professional courses that transform careers and empower individuals to succeed. But don't just take our word for it. Hear what our students have to say.
Hello everyone, future CPHQ professionals. I just want to give you a bit of an idea of our last three-day course on the CPHQ exam preparation. It was awesome. We covered the majority of the topics in a very targeted and focused way that allows us to later on focus our studying and our energy and our time.
Yeah, the course that we did was a week-long online facilitated course. It was fantastic. It showed us the whole methodology behind Lean Six Sigma, and it also provided a various amount of tools that we could be able to use to improve all of the existing processes that we have here in the park.
Well, it was 1 week training. It was very interesting and always energetic in terms of interaction in the class. Every single day has been different and the knowledge sharing has been remarkable.
It was a very stimulating experience where we met every day with the colleagues, all very engaged, eager to learn and keen on and willing to actually pause, step back from their day-to-day work to get some new perspectives. So it was really refreshing.
I'm the Business Development Manager in IMC International Medical Center. It was a great honor and a pleasure to have attending this course. It's really interesting, a lot of value adding, a lot of new concept and technique we have learned during the last 5 days. It was really, really impressive.
Hello, we want to introduce our group. We are the pioneers and we believe we can fly. We just completed the Green Belt Six Sigma training with Mr. Amitabh. We enjoyed the course a lot. It provided us with very productive and useful knowledge about statistics and about the Six Sigma and the MIC and the SIPOC and everything.
My name is Adil Rahman. I am from SATOP. I would like to thank SATOP overall to give an opportunity to all of us to have a very great interactive 5-day session, full-fledged session with one of the best mentor and guides in the field of Six Sigma. And this would really help us as a team.
Have helped us in the Lean Six Sigma journey since the last 1 year. We've had multiple projects cutting across various units within operations. And it has been a learning journey, very smooth and enlightening for all of us, especially me.
As an on-stream analyzer head, I attended this 5-day Six Sigma course, and really it was not only useful to understand what Six Sigma is, but also as a general methodology for process improvement. Many tools I learned through this course, and I'm really sure that I will be able to use these tools in my day-to-day work.
Okay, so it was a pleasure to have all of you here, and thanks a lot for joining the course. And thanks, some of you are trying to make the payment, but sorry for that. because a lot of people are trying to make the payment. So wait a little while, and don't worry, just write to us, write to Niranjan@anexas.net, and we'll take care of. We'll get back to you, and we'll ensure that we receive your payment. And of course, thanks for your contributions, because it really helps us sustain as a company. And as we are passionate about teaching, thanks for your passion about learning. And that's so nice of you for joining us. And a lot of you have registered for the green belts and black belts, master black belt too. So I'll be happy to see you very soon in the next programs, and see you soon. Thanks a lot. My team will be there to help you, and we'll play some videos if you want. And till the time you want to be there, we'll just be there. And if you have any questions, my admin team will be happy to answer those questions. And yes, please. Lean Six Sigma in 1 minute, 100 seconds. Do we have that video?
Lean and Six Sigma is an improvement methodology which reduces costs, defects, errors, cycle times, and increases the customer satisfaction, resulting in better efficiency and higher profits. In short, it does whatever a CEO or a shareholders want. It is used in all domains, be it manufacturing, services, oil and gas, IT, construction, banking, healthcare, textile, telecom, BPO, and whatnot. Here, we convert the improvement opportunities in the organizations to projects and train people like you who are working in these processes as green belts and black belts who execute those projects in 5 phases: define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. In define phase, we set the direction for improvement by writing a problem and goal statement and forming a project team. In measure, we collect the data and understand how the process is performing. In analyze, we analyze the root causes. We map the process, identify the waste, use cause and effect diagram, Pareto analysis, graphical analysis, and hypothesis tests. In improve phase, we generate ideas to take care of root causes using lots of tools like brainstorming, mistake proofing, FMEA, etc. And in control phase, we sustain the improvements for a long time by using process management and control charts. To become a black belt, you just need to know addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and of course, a lot of fire in the belly. Do I need to tell you that? Of course, it is Anexas, where professionalism meets fun and where people fall in love with statistics and process improvement. Well, that's what our clients tell us. And we take pride in telling that we are the best. If you are not doing Six Sigma with us, then you are missing something. How can Lean and Six Sigma be used in IT? I have implemented Lean and Six Sigma in many IT organizations, and each of them have given different benefits. But 3 benefits have been common to all organizations, and they are improvement in customer satisfaction, reduction of costs, and reduction of cycle times and project delivery times. When applied to IT operations, Lean Six Sigma aims to measure and improve both internal processes such as network speed and reliability, and external processes like server response time, etc. Other projects which I have executed in IT industries are reduction of defect density and reduction of issues, on-time project delivery, reduction of rework, improvement of IT help desk services by reducing both time and errors. Lean Six Sigma also helps you to quantify the benefits of IT projects which are implemented within the organization. The Lean Six Sigma tools also help you to improve IT support services. How do we do that? By training the staff of IT companies to use Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques and apply DMAC methodology, that is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. They convert the improvement opportunities in the company to Lean Six Sigma projects and complete them to achieve their certifications as green belts and black belts. So They identify the opportunities, they convert them into the projects, and these employees, after applying Lean Six Sigma tools and techniques, improve the process and get certified. So it's a win-win situation. Lean Six Sigma helps to integrate the process excellence in an IT organization's culture to achieve CMM level 5 too. Now you may ask, strategically, what is the impact on IT organizations after implementing Lean and Six Sigma? My answer would be, Lean Six Sigma improves the efficiency of your business and processes, improves the quality of the services you provide, increases the return on investment, improves workforce productivity, and reduces the project completion times. Overall, it helps the organization to deliver faster and more accurate results. To give you examples, some of the tools which have yielded excellent results are use of FMEA. It has resulted in identifying the mistakes and also preventing those mistakes from occurring. Use of control charts have helped many organizations to find the special causes and appropriately take action on it. And then identifying the difference between the common causes and special causes, these organizations have been able to take long-term improvement projects. Kano model has been used to classify the customer requirements into must-haves, good-to-have, and nice-to-have, and that has also helped the voice of customer conversion to CTQ, the critical to quality characteristics, the important characteristic, what the customer is looking for. 5 whys, it has helped many organizations to get to the root causes of many issues. So what are you waiting for? Get your Lean Six Sigma certification from Anexas right now. As they say, better late than never.
Hi, I'm Amitabh Saxena, an Anexas Master Black Belt. Every sector needs to meet certain standards and customer expectations on quality, but this is specifically true for telecommunication industry. The businesses are becoming so competitive that if a company fails to meet the expectations of its customers, it will directly impact its sales and reputation. To gain an edge over your competition, you need to improve your efficiency, reduce the defects, reduce errors, increase the customer satisfaction, and increase profits. Seems impossible? It is definitely not impossible. Let's see how we can make it possible using Lean Six Sigma in telecommunication. At Anexas, we have completed many Lean Six Sigma projects for our telecommunication clients. Some of the projects are reducing the billing errors, timeliness of billing, reducing complaints resolution time, increasing circle market share, improving the call completion ratio, which is a result of network quality, timeliness and quality of new schemes that are launched from time to time, improving ARPU, that is average revenue per unit, reducing customer churn, and improving sales productivity. In the telecom industry, Lean Six Sigma can be instrumental in identifying the issues on time. Let me talk about 2 projects and the tools used in them. The first one is about a telecom company where the order error rate for order provisioning campaigns was 20%. Lean Six Sigma project was taken up by the trained black belts, and they used DMAC methodology of define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Cause and effect diagram was used to brainstorm on all the potential causes, and Pareto analysis, that is 80-20 principle, narrowed down the causes to a vital few, which were incorrect code assignment, duplicate orders, incompatible orders accepted, order entry errors, and code errors. These causes were validated using box plots, scatter plots, and hypothesis tests. Use of FMEA, which is a method of taking preventive actions so that you don't commit an error, along with brainstorming techniques like 635, successfully brought down the order error rate to just 0.5%. This saved $10 million for the company and reduced the customer complaints by 90%. The telecom company has been able to sustain these improvements over the last 5 years using control charts. The second project is about a mobile services provider in Europe and Middle East which faced an issue of value-added services reversal in prepaid connections. DMAC project was undertaken by trained black belts. Root cause analysis and hypothesis tests revealed customer service agents were erroneously deactivating value-added services while providing customer service. Pokayoke was utilized to prevent such mistakes. Oh, what is Pokayoke? Yeah, it is a way to devise the system in a way that even by mistake, you cannot commit a mistake. 5 whys diagram was used where we ask why 5 times to get to the root causes. FMEA was used to find the possible causes of such failure modes in the entire range of customer service activities. Round-robin brainstorming generated many ideas to bring inadvertent errors down. Additional audits were initiated to prevent manual errors which were difficult to eliminate. The change in VAS service was made impossible without customers' recorded concurrence. As 100% recording was initiated, each case became verifiable and led to increased consciousness among the agents. Reduction in VAS reversal complaints led to not only an additional revenue of $5 million, but also resulted in higher customer satisfaction, which contributed to increase in market share of the company to make it #1 in the region. I hope now you understand how important Lean Six Sigma is in the telecom industry. Happy learning! Hi, I am Anexas Master Black Belt Amitabh Saxena, and let me talk about importance of Lean and Six Sigma in healthcare. Lean Six Sigma concepts are used in industries all over the world to improve a process, eliminate waste, and reduce defects. In the healthcare industry, defects not only affect revenue and customer satisfaction, but they signify the difference between life and death. Lean Six Sigma is critically important in healthcare because it helps in reducing defects that can result in medical errors. There are so many challenges in the healthcare industry, like an aging population, shortage of workers, increasing litigation, and many more that require long-term improvement. Because healthcare industry deals with saving lives, errors cannot be accepted at any cost. So, how does Lean Six Sigma really help? With the help of Lean Six Sigma, you can shorten the waiting times in hospitals. The lesser the people wait, the efficient the hospitals will become. Reduce medication errors and even try to completely eliminate them. Improve turnaround time for lab results. Provide better care at lower costs. Ensure that the medical staff makes fewer errors. Reduce mortality rates, improve patient care, improve quality, and improve overall patient experience. How can you do that? By training the staff as green belts and black belts and allowing them to do improvement projects. Lean Six Sigma training and certification in healthcare provides the tools needed to address the challenges at various levels. It is a time for the healthcare industry to utilize Lean Six Sigma methods to its fullest and drastically change the healthcare industry for the better. Don't you want to be a part of the industry where patients are happier, physicians want to work for you, the cost is as low as possible?
Thanks a lot, and we'll close this webinar now. Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone.